Hello everyone and welcome to a new poster design tutorial. So today we're going to be doing this typography poster, which is like in this kind of 3D space, and we have some nice letters like neon, almost neon-y, like a old vibe, like a Tron vibe. And we're going to actually do them in 3D inside Adobe Illustrator, and then we're going to just apply some really nice colors and make this really nice composition, like where you can actually see some depth besides the lines that create this space. And yeah, will be really cool. So let's go. Let's just get my steps back here. I think I'm going just to put this on a side screen here, just for reference. Not this one here. And yeah, cool. So first thing, let's just 1700, 2400 document. Let's just press create. And okay, I went to my other screen. Perfect. And let's go. So let's start creating like this really nice, cool, like 3D space with these lines coming from the sides. So the way I've done that was actually really simple. I just used like a rectangle tool here, and then I'm just going to make a rectangle the same size of the artboard. I'm going to press D to reset to black and white. I'm going to just take off the fill for now. I'm going to make the stroke a little bit thicker, and then actually going to duplicate this. Go to edit, copy, and edit, paste in place. And then I'm going to right click and transform and scale it down to maybe 25%. Yeah. Let's just select both lines. The one with the artboard size and the new one, just a little bit smaller. And let's go to object and then blend somewhere. Yeah, make. And then let's just use the blend tool here on the toolbar. Let's click twice and make specified steps. Let's just increase the number of steps here to something like not too crazy, otherwise it gets really busy and then creates like this more effects on your poster, but a little bit of definition. I think I was 13 on that example. Let's just keep like this, and then next we're going to go back to our toolbar here and get the rectangle grid tool. Let's make a really nice rectangle here. Actually, just going to increase the number of divisions there. I'm going to make 10 by 10. And then I'm going to make the rectangle, the grid, same size as this. Perfect. And then going to get our line segment tool, make a line segment from here to here. And the same thing from the top to this top. Let's just zoom in to check. Yes, perfect. And another one here to here. And another one here. And that's it. Next, let's just select these lines, and let's just go to object and then blend, make like this, and then let's just click on the blend tool bar here and go to specified steps and then make it 10. I think it was 10 the number on the grid, so actually matches the grid like you see there perfectly. Cool. Now just go to the same thing. Actually need to get out from this line here to another line here. Although we actually use that line to create this blend, we can actually just create a new one really quick without any trouble. Let's just do this and then select both lines, do the blend again, object, blend, make 10 times, 10 steps, and matches perfectly, perfect. And can just like drag it to the side like this. I'm using Alt to make a instant copy. And then going to right click, transform, and then reflect. Just like this. And then just going to reflect it. Actually, I don't need this one anymore. I'm going to just reflect it there perfectly. And I'm going to do the same thing for the top one. Right click, transform, reflect, but this time horizontally. And oops, let's just make it. Perfect. So we have our 3D space done, which is really cool. Let's just select it and let's just already change the colors for this. Actually, before we select it, let's just actually expand the blends. Let's just go object, expand. So actually the lines are all editable now. Perfect. Let's just change the color for this one. Select all the lines. Click here on the stroke side, and I'm going to use like a neon green of some sort, something like this. Something actually happening there. Okay, it's actually when we expanded that, it expanded to shapes as well. Perfect, now it's working. Let's just make a new layer and make it a background layer. Rectangle tool again. Make it a perfect size rectangle and make it like a really dark gray. Oh, nice. Creates like instantly the neon effect. Cool. Although it's going to be a little bit stronger when you put the letters, and it gets a little bit confusing because we want the letters actually to be the main focus. So we're going to just like take a little bit of opacity here. Maybe leave it at 25, maybe 50. Oh no, 25, not 5. So you still actually can see it, but it's not like overtaking your entire scene. Now let's just get some words. Actually, I used space words for this. Space, let's just scale this, and let's just change for a nice font. I'm gonna use Monument font. I think it matches very well this design. And I'm gonna change it to white for now. Actually, it looks really cool already, just like this, actually. Cool. I could see this like being like something like a party in a place named Space or some sort of situation. So, but now let's take this a little bit further, and let's just right click again and create outlines, and right click and ungroup this. Let's just separate this a little bit so actually you can see them. Let's go select one letter. Let's go to Effects, 3D Materials, 3D Classic, Extrude and Bevel. Let's just rotate this, try to find a really nice perspective for this one first. Let's increase our extrude depth to something like 150 maybe. Perfect. Apply the same effect to the other letters, extrude and bevel here. Just rotate to get a nice composition, like a little bit more dynamic situation here happening. Perfect. Space. The next one is the A. Effects and extrude and bevel, making... I'm trying to follow the example is on my other screen, so it gets like... It saves a little bit of time trying to make something new. And again, the C is more or less like this. And the E, effects, extrude and bevel. And let's just make the E nicely like this. Perfect. Let's just select the letters and let's go to Object and expand Appearance again. And let's just select letters here, and let's just with the eyedrop tool get one of these lines, and actually let's put it with the fill black, so actually we don't see the outlines behind it. Let's just put it back there, actually select it, and perfect. Now what we need to do is actually just make a nice composition with this. Let's just start with the letter S. Maybe it's really back in the space there, and let's do the same thing with the letter P. Actually, let's create a new layer just for the letters in case we need actually to adjust the opacity. Let's just get a new layer, just paste them here. I'm gonna just copy the color effect. A, same thing. C, same thing. And E. So now you can actually be as creative as you want. You can just like make your own composition for sure. I think it's so far I just wanted to show you how to create this really cool effect. It's nice when you actually play with the composition, like the order of the letters. So like S is before P, so it'll be behind P, and then we have A, and just create like, and then C will be in front of A, and so on. Space, and then E will be like here. Cool. And oops, let's just lock this layer for now. And cool, I think I'm going just to select it, and also added a few other elements. I added actually a box. Let's just make a little nice square here. I'm gonna make it 150 by 250, so it's like a round number. And I go to just take this out for now, and then go to Effects, 3D Materials. Extrude and Bevel is actually there already. Let's just make a nice perspective. I'm gonna change like this, go back there just to make it 250 as well. Like this. Perfect. Gonna make a few copies and make them in different perspectives. And something more like here. And yeah, pretty much it. We don't need too many. Let's just select them and then go to Object and Expand Appearance. And let's just hide drop tool the letters again. And let's just go and maybe push this a little bit further behind and make it a little bit smaller. Maybe this is like behind in the space as well. And let's just select this stroke, down. And same thing here. And let's just do this. And yeah, it's pretty much like it's a little bit unbalanced. I think I need to center this a little bit more, but you get the idea and the technique for sure. Oh, also, actually, I added like a little flare thing here. Normally, I just do it with the ellipse tool, and then I go to Effects, Distort and Transform, and Pucker and Bloat, and then I make this minus 100%, and it makes it perfectly like this. I just scale it down a little bit. Perfect, like this, and put some in some elements like here, maybe create a little bit more detail into the scene, and just like this, just a little bit of detail. See, maybe when they match there would be nice, like when they glimpse. I was trying actually when I was developing this poster, like trying like a different color, like a white. Although I think it gets a little bit distracting, maybe just keeping the same color. Yeah, I think the same color works well. So yeah, this is just move this behind. This is pretty much it. It's a really cool technique. I really like the visual. I really like this like Tron vibe-ish design, like on those the old Tron or even the new Tron film from Disney. It's really cool. Yeah, that was the inspiration mostly. And cool. I think this is it for today. And please, again, I always forget to ask this in the beginning of the video, so I will ask you now. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you think you have friends that would like to enjoy these types of videos, share with them as well. And yeah, I hope you have a nice weekend, or I don't know when you are watching this, so have a nice day, whatever the day is. Well, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.